Welcome back everyone, Jose Toneo on Crisis here, and today we're gonna be playing Grand Prix World 2001. We're the fourth most liked team in Formula 1. Not the fourth best team, we're definitely not that, but over here you can see the FIA likes us as the fourth best team, which means tons of cash. This is not realistic right here. We all know Ferrari should be right here in first, and then everyone else, but it's this game, and I like it the way it is. We've been climbing throughout the season, which is very good, and I hope to finish right here, even though our results are gonna get worse from here on out. Last time out, we got points. This time out, I doubt we'll get points because the next race is the French Grand Prix at Magny Cours, and we've never been able to be good at Magny Cours. At least me, in all the time I've been playing this game, I've been terrible at Magny Cours. The reason for that is a technical reason. Not because I'm bad, although that's probably a part of it, but most of the issue is a technical one. Let me show you the reason. See right here, the tarmac rating? Well, the higher it is, the less tire wear cars get. If it gets too high, there comes a point where, there's basically literally no tire wear. In fact, in my testing, the hard tires basically had no wear. They will fail in like 200 laps. They are absurd. But the problem, at least for the player, there's a minimal tire wear that they will suffer. This doesn't happen on the AI. The AI get negative tire wear. In other words, they get faster, which is unfortunate because, that's not how F1 tires work. They do not get better as time goes on. But, it's the things we have to deal with, and France is going to be one of those difficult tracks. It's things in life. At times, it just doesn't work. Here's our new engine from Ferrari. So I consider putting the hards, because like I told you, they don't wear out. We could zero stop this race with no trouble, but I'm gonna be running the softs. I'm gonna be trying the a 2 and a 3 stopper to see how good they are. This for future references, of course. Last time out, I gave a lazy grip and hit. Mazzacane just hit. And for the setup, if I remember correctly, a lazy can run this and be okay. Well, Mazzacane has to run it at 5, otherwise he will tear out. Other than that, it should be okay. So let me save again. So let's get out there and see what kind of good result I can get. Also, we're checking if we can steal some of Ferrari's parts, which I doubt we can. But, gotta have some hope. Everything is confirmed and prepared, so let's go out. Very dry, average wind speed, that's okay, I suppose. Everything is ready over here. This time out, I'm gonna give Mazzacane the 3 stop. I wanna see what he can do under pressure. You'll never guess who got pole. No, really, you will never guess. This time was Barrichello from De Michael, another Ferrari front row lockout, which of course it happened. David Coulthard 3rd, Jean Alesi 4th in his home Grand Prix, Ralf Schumacher 5th, and Hakkinen 6th. Interesting top 6, then we have Montoya, Heidfeld, Raikkonen, Panis, Mazzacane. Mazzacane did not impress me in this qualifying session. I don't know what he was doing. Ooh, that's juicy. Dang, truly, look at that. Truly is running some illegal drive rates out there. I need to find out what that is. I want some of that. Anyway, Frentzen, Irvine, Villeneuve, Berti, Button, Fisichella, Bernoldi, Verstappen, Alonso, and Marquez run out the top 21 because Jarno truly got himself banned after running some illegal drive rate out there. I need to figure out what that is. Frentzen probably has it, and I need to know what that is because we could use some drive rate. Very low wind speed, thank you. Temperature 30 degrees, so track will be quite hot. Okay, overcast conditions, hopefully it doesn't rain. Everything good over here. So, like I said, Alesi is going to be running a two-stop strategy, just the usual. Maybe I run him a bit longer, but the actual fuel load should be 24. Well, let's give him 2 extra laps. Maybe he saves fuel. And Mazzacane is going to be running a traditional, a three-stop strategy. This worked really well in Barcelona, but I doubt it'll work as well here. So 20, 20, 18, and 16? No, 14. I'm good at maths. 4, 5, 6, and 7 got enough fresh sets to be able to do this. Something I forgot to mention in the intro was that I checked the graph where we see who brought upgrades, the car performance graph, and well, everyone else brought an upgrade, which is something we cannot do because we do not have the resources and we're getting left behind. Like, we are already worse than Jaguar, Jordan, BAR, those teams we were ahead of at the start of this. So, we're losing ground. We are eventually going to be worse than them on track. Right now, we're not worse than them for reasons I do not understand. But eventually, we will be on track. This engine upgrade, it's going to be good for us because it lets us be competitive for a little while longer, but the fact we cannot design new components is hurting us right now. But anyway, I hope we can have a good home Grand Prix. But knowing this track, I really doubt it. Let's go. Drop that to 3. Drop that to 3. Put some braking into the thing. We're gonna see the start, don't worry. Kimi Raikkonen false start, that's an easy place for Mazzacane. John, come on, man. That's not the start we wanted. That's 2 bad starts in 2 Grand Prix. For God's sake. At the very least, could you make moves? You too. That's the thing I hate about this game. The race starts are just disgustingly bad. Please dispose of people, please. Yeah, start making moves. And put this at 4. We need some, need some acceleration. Mazzacane, you cannot go backwards. Thank you. You need to go forwards. You're on a 3-stop. And now Hakkinen is slowing us down, which isn't a common phrase. We're at 5. Hakkinen, you're so slow. Come on, move. Well, this will be it for this part of the race because, as per usual, I will come back to you, in this case, when something interesting happens. Now, let me just manage this because this became a mess. Good job, Alesi. We lost a ton of places. Excellent. As you could see in the top left corner of the screen, Mazzacane decided to speed in the pit lane. Not only that, but as this 9 over here can show you, compared to the 7 right here, is that the boys screwed up the pit stop again. The car stalled, well, that's Mazzacane's fault actually, and then he sped in the pit lane because he wanted to stay ahead of Villeneuve. So, maybe someone thinks I'm sabotaging Mazzacane or something, but when he does stuff like this, what am I supposed to do? Now I'm gonna have to have him push all we can for him to have a decent result. Yeah, there you go, 10 seconds stop. Maybe he finishes ahead of this minority, maybe he comes out ahead of that minority, maybe. Yeah, he should. But still, let me drop this. What in the world? Man, first, I know I screwed up your strategy over in Canada, but don't do stupid things like this. Come on, man. Meanwhile, we have Alesi over here getting caught by the Benetton, which is embarrassing. This is not a good move. But this is what we have. So, see you later. Alesi did his pit stop a while ago. Miraculously, he had a clean stop, so of course there's some bias in this team. But, I mean, maybe if people DNF ahead, we're gonna be ahead of those penalties, I hope. If people DNF ahead, we are in net PA, perhaps? Because, thank you. I don't think we're beating Frentzen. I don't think we're going ahead of Frentzen unless Jordan have a stinker of a stop. It's gonna be difficult being in the points on this one, but we're gonna try. Maybe we do end in the points. Who knows? See you a while later when interesting stuff happens. I'm a dumbass, and I forgot. Actually, stop pushing. You're fine. I forgot that I had to do the mid-race report. So, don't interrupt me, please. Michael Schumacher lead from Rubens Barrichello and Mika Hakkinen. That's interesting. Anyway, Ralf Schumacher over here, he's on a one-stop strategy, which, you know, has him in contention for the win, because in this track, the one-stoppers get boosted like you have no idea. An example of that is this man right here, Jenson Button, who was racing with Mika Hakkinen for a while. He was fourth for a long while. He will probably have a decent result. He is there, plenty ahead of his teammate Fisichella. So you know he's doing pretty good. The rest of the people on the point is Montoya and Coulthard over here, Montoya and Coulthard. And all the way down here is Jean Alesi, who is not having the greatest of afternoons because he started poorly, and he might have been over here in the mix for 1 or 2 points. Who knows? He'll probably will have been still down there, but maybe a bit ahead of Frentzen instead of having to deal with him. But you know, the stuff that happened. And we already talked at length about Mazzacane, who has sucked. He's over here. His lap times are decent, I suppose. That's all I got. See you later after both guys do their final stops. I think it's pretty clear the team heard me when I told them they were making us look silly with all of those pit stop errors, because we had absolutely none since that incident with Mazzacane. But anyway, a while ago Frentzen blew up. That's probably because we made him push so much that he blew up his engine, which that's probably not it. It was just an RNG failure, but that's the story I choose to believe. We were too much for that for that Honda engine, and Frentzen blew it up because Jean Alesi is just that good. That's the story that's gonna be public all around France. Best believe that. Anyway, the final race report is Michael leads from Rubens, from Schumacher over here, and here. Ralph has been one-stopping and it clearly hasn't quite worked out for him, at least against these two, but that's because the Ferrari is overpowered. Next up is Hakkinen, Coulthard, and Montoya, which is amazing because Hakkinen had no pace in qualifying yesterday. Then there's Coulthard over here and Montoya, who's looking to pick him off. I guess like DC hasn't had any sort of pace during this Grand Prix, and he could get picked off by Montoya. Now, Jean Alesi is in the glorious 7th place, and if something were to happen to the front runners, like if one of them were to DNF for undisclosed reasons, He's in the point, and I very much want that to happen. But I don't doubt that it will happen, because there's the chance some drivers DNF due to driver, as in they run out of, like that. What happened there? Driver. Thank you, Bertie, for demonstrating my point. Some drivers could DNF due to driver. They just run out of stamina and they DNF it, like Bertie demonstrated right there. But that doesn't always happen with the front runners, so it might be just hopes and dreams. Anyway, see you later when I guess Michael enters his final lap. The Ferraris have entered their final lap, which means we're about to be put out of our misery. The Michael leads, followed by Rubens Barrichello, followed by Ralf Schumacher all the way over here. And it is the last lap for something to happen, for someone to DNF. Like I told before, I doubt we'll get it. But we could hope. So that will be it. The Michael will win another race unless I just jinxed him, and I really doubt that happened. If I couldn't jinx any one of the guys ahead of me to blow up, it won't happen to that Michael. And it did not happen. Michael wins. From his teammate, it's a Ferrari 1-2, and it's 2 Schumachers in the podium as soon as Ralf Schumacher crosses the start-finish line. Mazzacane finishes 11th. That everything that happened is his own fault. Alesi is gonna finish 7th unless someone were to DNF and if we were fast enough to catch them, but it's not gonna happen, is it? Well, that was decent, I suppose. It could have been so much better, but it is what it is. Okay, hurry up, Michael, so we can see the final race result. Thank you. So, what? Oh. Okay. Rubens Barrichello do Brasil wins the French Grand Prix from Ralf Schumacher, and Mika Häkkinen steps on the podium. Then it's David Coulthard, Juan Montoya, and Jean Alesi scores Prost for France in a Prost, so that's a decent achievement. And then we have the rest of them. Mazzacane finishes in top 10, Button, Villeneuve, Fisichella is the rest of the people in the top 10. The rest are kinda there. Fernando Alonso and Kimi Raikkonen are both bums because both DNF due to driver issues. Same with Bertie. Frentzen got pushed his engine so hard trying to defend from Alesi that he blew up. So sad story for him. But the big story is that Michael Schumacher got disqualified because he probably had an illegal driver aid. These scenes, the disappointment of Maranello. Rubens Barrichello now leads this championship, and he probably had the same aid as Michael Schumacher, but did not get caught. Michael is second, followed by Coulthard, then Ralf Schumacher, and then there's a gap to Mika Häkkinen, Juan Montoya, Alesi, and here's the rest of the point scorers. Both Villeneuve and Panis have a point. Prost is fourth in the championship. I expect these guys to come up and overtake us, because our main source of points was that miracle podium at Spain, which, had Michael used that driver aid and got disqualified, that would have been a win. But now it's time for the not for the news. We made a profit thanks to the sales, to the share sale, because we needed that, because freaking David Coulthard broke our chassis. I swear to you that man. BAR is now going to be sponsored by Red Bull. I love this game. You see, BAR right now, it's the team by the name of Mercedes. So them being sponsored by Red Bull is hilarious. Anyway, Rubens wins. Alesi gets a point. Rubens also got pole position. Trulli and Michael got disqualified for using illegal driver aids, so Jordan and Ferrari have driver aids and they won them. Ferrari, we know, have active suspension. We do not know what Trulli have, what Jordan has. Also, look at that news article. Ferrari is going to fourth power. Enzo is rolling on his grave. I love this game. So Ferrari is so disappointed in their power units after seeing what they have done in the Prost, I guess, that they're going to fourth. I love it. I enjoy it. But Michael has trash talked Rubens Barrichello. Yeah, good to see. Williams voting points. Ferrari leading the Constructors' Championship. Mazzacane is unhappy with the car. I don't care. Exactly. Thank you. You agree with me. It's his fault. Williams and Michelin are partners now. Jaguar. Wurz is going to Jaguar. De La Rosa is going to Jordan. Mark Webber is going to Benetton. Michael was the fastest driver on the Grand Prix, but he got disqualified. So can his lap time be even be counted as legal? Also, Mr. Sepni is going to Sauber, which good luck. Hopefully, no spying over there. Man, this race has been amazing for the storylines. Anyway, issues at Benetton, issues at Prost, as per usual. Bunch of signings. Ferrari hopes to close a deal with Nick Heidfeld for a test driver seat, I guess. So we got some sound financial backing through share issue, I suppose. I do not know how you can say Di Montezemolo is the manager of the month after his team got caught using driver aids. Anyway, the news, the emails. We lost a designer. We have a star engineer. Let's deal with that right now. Let's have more trainees in the commercial department. We're still at 100%, which is good. Oh, we lost that. Excellent. Fill it with trainees. We need trainees. Over here we have star. Let's put some more trainees. We're about to fill up the engineering department, which is good. The mechanics department needs more trainees. We need to fill it up. Fill it up, then we can change stuff. Also, here's our money. It's going up thanks to the sale of the shares. If I didn't sell those shares, we would have lost money, I think. Or maybe not. We would have made a tiny bit of money if DC had not decided to kill our car. So we have a handling problem with the car, which we're not gonna fix, sorry. Setup testing. Okay, so these two want more setup testing and Saracen wants more testing overall. Interesting. So we build stuff. Shell is unhappy, I don't care. Brand Step, Ateco. You still do not have any engines lined up for next year. We're trying to sign Asiatech, like I told you before. The Michelin deal has not advanced, don't worry. Or with Asiatech has not advanced. Sad. Elf. Good progress with Elf, good. PSN and Parmalat. So we have enough sponsorship money for next year, I think. I don't think we're gonna sign any other cash sponsors. I think we should see if FIA Rivals have approved any driving aids designed by our rivals. That's very good, Mr. Gousset. Let's check that out. None. But we know there are driving aids out there, and unfortunately my crew is not good enough because we could not see the Ferrari driver aids. We still don't know what aids Jordan is using, which is a shame. 5th in the manager's core ranking, Peter Sauber is gonna beat us. Flavio Briatore is probably gonna beat us as well. As you can see, remember when this was moving like one block at a time? Now this moves like by 3 blocks at a time, which is good. We need that. I think wind tunnel also goes slowly, but we'll deal with the wind tunnel when we get there, not now. And I need that third part. Ideally, we get 4, but we cannot afford. Let's see, 58. How much it takes 2 parts? That's unfortunate. So much testing I want to do. Let's see, I'm going to need, first of all, you wanted to do more setup testing, so I'm going to move some people over there. What they actually want is more testing miles, but I cannot afford that. I don't have that much cash. Gonna take some significant amount of people from there. I only need 5% from setup, but I do need to work on the setup. But I do need to improve the car design. I need a decent car. We are in the middle of the championship. We need to be working on that, like, now. Only one of the cars will be properly fixed for the next Grand Prix. Of course, it will be Alesi's car. Oh, excellent. That's excellent. Just 2 squares, which is decent. For the next episode, we should be right here. I don't think I will advance it to model design. I think I want to fill up this bar. Anyway, let's completely fix Alesi's car and fix Mazzacane's car as much as we can. 20. Oof. That's not a good look, but it's what he'll have to deal with. So we have PSN for 3 years. Thank you very much, Mazzacane. And we're going to have Parmalat. Thank you very much, Pedro Diniz. Let's leave like 1% there, so I know I have to negotiate with them later. So I thought I put some aids on Asia Tech, but I think we didn't. Anyway, we are going to put, let's say, 50% of the people on Asia Tech. That should get that moving. 26%, or maybe I put the driver aid on the advantage on Elf. I don't remember. I forgot. Anyway, we're gonna put 50% on Asia Tech. That should get the ball moving. And in 2 episodes, we should have the Asia Tech deal. Then we're gonna focus on getting the Michelin customer deal, and then we're gonna focus on getting the Elf customer deal as well. Anything else that has to be done here? First things first, can I get to level 4 pit stop training? Not yet. Disappointing. The thing is, what would Jordan be using? Oh, I know what it would like. Let me focus. Let's put all of our resources on Jordan. Let's see if they have traction control. Because traction control is absolutely broke. Well, not quite traction control. I think the most overpowered driver aid is active suspension, then traction control. But traction control reduces tire wear, and you know I like my reduction in tire wear. Let's accept this. Let's prepare things for next episode. Alesi is going to get most of the points. 2 in rain, 1 in tarmac. No. 2 in grip, and Mazzacane is just going to get 2 in grip. I'm going to give Mazzacane just 1 point. Sorry, Mazzacane. I'm going to give Alesi 2 points in rain, 2 points in wind, and 1 point in grip, because if wind hits us, and we have those wind points, then it's not going to hit us hard. My hope and dream is that it rains for the next race. Anyway, that's going to be it. We are at 10 points. We are... The FIA still likes us. That Ferrari ban means they are disliked even more by the FIA. And look at Jordan, they got 2 people banned and they are on the floor. That's the way this game works. If you piss off the FIA with illegal stuff, like driver aids, or if you complain too much, because you can complain about incidents. If you complain about incidents, they will hate you and your ranking will go down. So keep that in mind. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Ferrari's dominating this championship like you have no idea, and both of them anyway. I doubt that's gonna change this year, but we're fourth. That's better than I hoped we would ever be. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you on the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that nice stuff. There's a comment section down there. Fill it up if you want, and I see you on the next one. Bye bye.